Humble them. Una good evening. Today again, na Friday. We don't kaya so we can sit down for talk about salon issues. I hope say the week meets una well. I hope say una all they do well, and that wherever una find una self, things are good. If even they are not good, that you are managing and surviving. So this Friday I wear green, white and blue. Green, white and blue way na a representation of a country flag. And to know me, when I wear green, white and blue, the color, the emblem or the color where they represent we country flag, it means say things serious. It means say na a call, na a plea, na a clarion call for everybody for wake up, for everybody for speak up, for everybody for do something. A lot of things that don't happen in our country, a lot of things that they happen in our country, and not to today then thing they also begin happen. So because waiting where they can talk about today is so important, and at the same time it's so sensitive, because not that I did choose me word carefully, but I want for say not to today then thing so begin. Then thing so don't they go on for very, very long time. And we don't somehow sit down and left farm, and we not do enough for make sure say then thing so not happen again. So because of that, today we get two topics, and then two topics there. So like I say, we not go able done them all today. So next week again, when we come back, we go try for see how best we go able handle, so that we can give people in time for express themselves, express their views, talk about the topic, talk about them, concern them. The first topic where we talk about now about the Parliamentary Welfare Act 2022. Parliamentarians, and we ask the questions: are parliamentarians working for you, meaning that you, the people of Sierra Leone, or are they working for themselves, or then they work for enrich themselves and for add na the young kotoku? Then they work for make life a year for we all, or then they work for make life a year for them. If you would recall, sometime, was it last year? No, it wasn't last year. I believe sometimes in 2020, towards the end of 2020. And the reason why I make I know say not to last year, because towards the end of last year I not do show, I not been there on live, so I know that I've been towards the end of 2020, where I do a roundtable discussion of parliamentarians. Then I can go back to that show. They remember some of the questions that were asked them. Say sometimes it appears as though you people are not doing the people's service. You are not doing the people's work. Waiting the people that elect una for do it, like for say not to dande na una concern, but una really concerned and focus about thing them we get for do it una. If not thing them we get for do it una, the year and the need they so plenty. You know, the fet they boku until una get waiting una want, but with it, when it come for deal with the populace, the people them, the layman, the ordinary man, una de drag una foot them. So now the same thing back with the experience now this situation here. So now that make we they ask the question: are parliamentarians working for you, or are they working for themselves? The second set of questions where we get for us today also is that, is the Sierra Leone police a force for good? Is the Sierra Leone police a force of good? Are they a force for good? But make we sit down first on the Parliamentary and Welfare Act. If una can recall, on the 6th of June, they say outside smoke the fire must be inside. And you know, whoever come up with that word they not lie at all. Because indeed, outside you see smoke. If you sit down wait small no more, fire the boss come on inside. And that exactly that don't happen in this situation here. So una remember the 6th of June we all wake. Now in social media, small rumor, you know, people and they talk shumu, this not true, not true, not true, what you would see so not true. A leaked information come on a do. We show Usai one parliamentarian put forward a private member bill. Wetin most people now can get for find out saying a private member's bill. And a private member's bill now where a parliamentarian sit down write something or propose something, they can learn, bring and can to the clerk and ask the clerk for put onto the speaker and propose say they want to make the house look into this. Then a private member's bill. And just because the word private member is used, not mean for say parliamentarians they not get rights for do that. All parliamentarians are a private member. Make I just make this clear for Stoner. Say just because the person are a parliamentarian, an elected parliamentarian, no mean for say when you hear the word private member, mean for say na other person. A parliamentarian na a private member, okay? So anybody in a parliament, so long as you're not a parliamentarian, you get the right for put forward a private member bill. Una can recall again, sometimes towards the middle of last year, una remember where I been get one, I sit down with one parliamentarian then I so specifically by the name of Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela, where he puts forward a private member bill, right? And a member said a private member bill they been get for do with the 30% quota, voting rights for diasporans, and some other thing them wey been dey inside the bill. I don't remember all thing, but at least then two things they still are recall. So that then have been a private member bill as well. So just for buttress the fact say, not to because the person a parliamentarian in no get rights for put a private member bill, then they not to the problem. But now waiting the inside that private member building now. Now then they na for make if you been the run, you for begin sprint. If you been the crawl, you for begin waka. If you been the waka, you for begin run. Because in this time where we fend we safe, with the economic hardship and constraint, not only in the world, but especially in a Salone, for somebody for go think about them kind of thing and the way they inside our welfare, parliamentary and welfare building, it's alarming, it's disturbing. I even want to go to the point to say it's unethical. But make I go back. Una remember the 6th of June, this thing also come on a do a leak. Come on a do. People they read and they can't be bonny and the thing that when the parliamentarian and they ask for make their own life a year. People were upset, they were mad, they were furious, then vexed. So social media social media was on fire on the 6th and on the 7th. And on know something as Salone, if something is not true, if there is no truth to it, una can tell me if I'm wrong on this. If there is not truth to something where people and they say, quick one, the government or the press communique, they come out na door with immediate effect. And they're not even wait 24 hours. Then they pull press release for debunk. Quick. They're not they waste themselves. But you know, Usai, most people and somebody like me, when I a trained international development person and a trained communications advisor and communication, specialist, strategist, I dey look at patterns. Where I notice say the 7 camp, this word here don't fire. I not see no press release from the government. The 8th, now in them pull press release the debunk. I know immediately say Usai smoke the fire must come out. And truth be told, the fire eventually come out and everybody see the fire. So on the 6th, after people then they were so furious, they don't sound the alarm all over social media. The government not say nothing, parliament not say nothing, they all make ying. Some of we will maybe get few contacts them, you contact you, say, hey, is this thing true? Hey, what's up, people? Then go look at your face, koro and like for say dandogo. Then go lie to you, say I don't know what they talk about, I know one they see them. Meanwhile, they were part of the kabudu who sat back and concocted all of these things. But then go look at your face, they lie to you and say I don't know what they talk about, just because it has to do with them. And they are protecting themselves this time because guess what? Money don't kind sign now. So on the 8th of June, here is what happened. I go read to the press release. On the 8th of June, where people they don't talk. A press release finally come out from the clerk when a parantara wali, right? The press release reads as follows. I go just ask me technical people them, make them pull up the press release so I go read them. The press release reads as follows. So from the clerk, the press release say, now give me a second, yeah. Make I adjust my lens small because I read from a smaller screen, but I want to see if I can read from a bigger screen. The press release say the attention of the office of the clerk has been drawn to a certain document on social media and other media entities and other media entitled Parliament Welfare Act 2022 with the name of the Speaker of Parliament ascribed, because it is alleged that this particular Welfare Act, where na a private member bill, na the Speaker of Parliament, na in write am, na in they propose this bill for lay and down na the table for make the parliamentarian then debate on am. I continue to read. It says, I wish to clarify that the said document, being a private member bill, has not been presented to Parliament for consideration. As such, neither the office of the Speaker nor the clerk is aware of its existence. So now see, because they no bring and come it na Parliament officially, the clerk they say the Speaker and in the clerk when I in responsibility for gazette and for table na Parliament say, I no want to see what you na they talk about. This one ya so I no want to see am na the first and dismiss the ye bottom. The Speaker self no one to see am. Now the first and this is the ye bottom. And because we know one day see am and na the first and this with the ye bottom, the this thing so in no day at all, in no day at all. Now forget about this. I continue to read. A gun for say, even though it is the right of individual members of parliament to prepare and pilot private member bill as provided for in Standing Order 61, Parliament wishes the general public to note that it has nothing to do with the above mentioned bill. So then distance themselves, then pull themselves completely from the existence of the bill and say, we don't know what you they talk about. Oh. Do you beg? We don't know what you they talk about at all. So dear, even if the parliamentarian and get rights for write something and for table them and for bring and come for make we discuss and watch them, because they not bring and come, so we will not know, we don't know what you they talk about. It says the law provides that for a private member's bill to be recognized by the House, it must fulfill certain conditions, including gazetting the document and formally serving the office of the clerk. Right? Now, the procedure done day. For make a bill kind of parliament, and for don't gazette and for 9 days. 9 days, right? Before it come now to the clerk for presentations for parliament for first tabling. People, it is very important that we understand them here so because these are some of the mistakes we make, and we sit there and we accept all form of nonsense. It gone for say, as at the time of this press release, see as at the time when they pull this press release here, so now the bill in question has not met the set condition. So you see right now, you don't flip as small, you not talk say, I not see the bill yet. He said the bill not meet the condition them for make a reach inside parliament for debate. He said, as at the time, I'm hearing myself. It says, as at the time of the press release, the bill in question has not met the said conditions. The last word there, I'm having problems seeing. Has not met the said condition and something. I can't see that word clearly. I believe the word is ends, H-E-N-C-E, if I'm not mistaken, people. And ends, I think that's what's written there because I can't see the word clearly. Has not met the said condition and ends not before Parliament. It says Parliament therefore wishes to disassociate itself from the bill and to inform the general public adequately. Now remember that smoke, it come on July 6. Parliament now through the clerk say they don't know what in the public they talk about. They don't one day see what in the public they talk about. As a matter of fact, they say then they distance, they say they know they unclean pata. They don't know what in the people when they talk about. That was June 8th. That was June 8th. I can hear myself, I don't know why. And there's a big aircraft that just hovered over my house. Sorry, people, if you happen to hear that. So, with that said, Parliament don't come now through the clerk. and don't distance themselves completely from this bill so, and say they know the Speaker of Parliament no know bottom. He on the clerk way for Gazette I don't know bottom. Una for understand say for a bill for the table in a Parliament, first of all, the bill needs to be presented to the clerk. Once the bill is presented to the clerk, the bill is then given to the speaker. The speaker looks over the bill. Where the speaker don't look over the bill done, then it is then re-given to the clerk again for gazetting. Now the procedure done though for gazetting, and then whatever the bill is supposed for then a gazette for 9 days. When it done then at the gazette for 9 days, then the clerk they bring and can at the house for tabling. Then they get 3 sets of tabling at the house. The first set of tabling now for present the bill, where they don't do. Even though now this same bill here so on the 8th of June, they say they don't know nothing but una will see waiting get for happen. Una go see God wonder waiting happen the 14th of June. Una go see waiting happen after the 14th of June. That same bill where they say they no one day see, no one day cross the eye. Neither nor the speaker of the household, nor people the individual, how they call them parliamentarians, them where maybe you get contact with you, they ask and say they no one they say. But now this same bill here so on the 14th of June was first presented in Parliament. I want to make una listen to Umaru Fofana. When Umaru Fofana, the journalist Umaru Fofana, where they work for BBC Focus on Africa, when he interviewed the clerk, I want to make una listen to what the clerk tell Umaru Fofana about this bill, and then we will come back and talk.
The leaked document, titled the Parliamentary Welfare Act 2022, reads like a wish list, and it will have immediate effect if passed into law. Among other things, members of Parliament will each be given $15,000 annually in medical allowances. If the MP's medical condition cannot be reversed locally, they are entitled to be flown abroad for treatment within 30 days. The Speaker of the House will be at par with the country's Vice President in salary and in other emoluments. So will the Deputy Speaker be at par with the country's Chief Justice. What's more, these will apply to both serving and former parliamentarians. To put that into context, the life of the current House ends in less than a year from now, and there is at least an 80% hemorrhaging of lawmakers every session. Under the leaked documents, they shall each get $25,000 as car allowance per session, which is every 5 years, backed by 45 liters of fuel every week. Any increase in the salaries of current or future lawmakers shall be reflected on the pension of former MPs. The leadership of Parliament has been reticent about the matter, but I managed to talk to the Clerk of Parliament, Param.
It's a private member's bill. Mark you, every MP is a private member, and they have the right to make proposals on any subject of legislation. In as much as they advocate for the people, they also advocate for their own welfare. However, I will tell you that such a bill is not yet before Parliament.
But the Speaker's name is ascribed to this apparent bill.
Yeah, when Speaker himself saw it, he was so surprised.
But are these entitlements in the bill things that you are thinking about? Surely there's no smoke without fire.
Well, definitely I will tell you, these are members of Parliament, and there is nothing wrong to advocate for better conditions of service, but it also should be timely.
I have spoken to more than a dozen lawmakers across the party divide who say they are aware of the move and they do support it. Ruling party MP Hindolo Gevao, a lawyer, seems to have no ifs and buts about the matter.
It's a leak. I hold the view that members of parliament ought to be well paid. You take the judiciary, for example, a high court judge earns far more than a sitting member of parliament.
Teachers can argue the same, and now they are earning less than a fifth of what you are earning.
I believe people have to be paid very well for whatever job they do.
These people give me their reaction on the streets of Freetown.
I think it's outrageous. It's crazy. Mid-level civil servants don't make up to $100 a month. And the parliamentarians are asking for how much? Like, how do they even think about things like that? Do they even think about the people they are serving? I don't know what to say. I'm shocked.
I think it's outrageous and it's unimaginable. We cannot even, it's difficult to talk about. How much is it? What work are they doing that other people are not doing here? We understand they make laws, but we have, for God's sake, teachers have been crying for improvement in their payments and other things. And the government says they don't have money. It's unimaginable. I can't understand.
At present, MPs are paid a little under $2,000 monthly. They also receive more than $1,200 quarterly to visit their constituents. Many do not bother to travel. I've also seen documents, and the MPs have corroborated it, that each of the current MPs received $15,000 to buy a vehicle, something they are not entitled to.
Umaru Fofana reporting.
And it's coming up to 1750 Greenwich Mean Time, and here is Nick.
So, una don yeri. Now, so I no go get for breakdown for una. Waiting I can hear myself. Waiting Umaru Fofana say, na a summary of waiting the parliamentarian and they ask for. And that make us say we need a part 2 for this show. Because inside part 1 I'm not able to go condone for una. You know, outside and they ask for $25,000 yao, $15,000 yao, retirement benefits, you know, comparable or compatible to that of vice president, that of chief justice for life. Salone place here. 45-liter fuel per sitting session. Like, the things they are asking for is so ridiculous that you are asking yourself, when them people they also agree for run for office, because nobody not force them for run for office, so make we make that they clear force. Nobody no put the hand na fire say by force you for canton parliamentarian. By force you for represent this constituency. By force now you for come sit down at parliament. Nobody no beg them. Now they self their own political ambitions them. Now they lead them for can't take office for run for office. Now waiting. The thing is that to become a parliamentarian is not a get rich quick scheme. You are there to serve the people. You are there to serve the people. You are at the service of the people. It is not about your condition of work. Yes, everybody know for work now, you know, deplorable condition and what have you. But even as of current, these parliamentarians are better served than the middle class worker. These parliamentarians are better served than the middle class civil servant na Salone. Now you are talking about teachers. How many years teachers then don't go with, you know, very, very, very bad condition of service? How many years were they not in the midst of calling a strike? So because this bill is so leak, and then people then they talk, people then don't vex, and then the clerk I will deny and flat say even the speaker be shocked self when he hear about this. Say the speaker jump, he was shocked. Meanwhile, the speaker now proposed this bill, allegedly according to what we are understanding right now. It is the speaker who presented this bill. It's not someone else. So how can you be shocked about a bill when are you present? How? When are you right? When are you the propose? How is that even possible? I don't understand. So now we then now in a situation where the parliamentarians then they ask for lifetime benefit. And you know the funny thing, if somebody want jump na so for can say, oh, na pauper them, please forget it. They are all in it. Then they ask for not just the sitting parliamentarians then, but even the one that we don't retire or the one that we then kick come out now, because they're not been they do their work. Then say forget benefits. Next week, I go take me time and peel certain place them of waiting and they ask for $15,000 in medical allowance per annum. If after 30 days the person no better, then for fly the person go overseas, and the bill of the medical bill for be on the government. So for every Sierra Leonean we sick, if after 30 days, because your young blood no better pass the ordinary Sierra Leonean in blood, there is nothing that makes you superior to them. Absolutely nothing. So for all the people that were sick, as a matter of fact, I get one amputee we sick right now. Where they bow, he done at Bow government hospital right now. So if they can make them kind of claims there, so please go take that amputee and fly him overseas, so that he can get the proper treatment that he needs, because his blood is not any less than yours. His life is not any less than yours. His life is no less than yours. Oh, not at all. Una they ask for business class traveling. Hey. Economy not good for una again. You say you are coming to represent the people. You're coming to fight for the people. The people not go draw una, put una head then a fire, say by force una for represent them. Then now san ten koro una one can take pepper wash their face. Una one take pepper wash their face. But like I said, I will go into the details of what they are asking next week. Make una see how avaricious, how greedy these people have become. In the face of such economical hardship, they don't get empathy at all. And to the viewers and listeners, some of una go, they wonder why make I come on so early. Because last week we come on at 8 o'clock. The normal time for the show is 7 p.m. Eastern. Last week we were having a lot of technical issues that we needed to sort through and what have you. And so now that make we come on an hour later. But the normal time for the show is 7 Eastern Standard Time. And I can calculate and then they now across board, I think now it equals to 11 p.m. Sierra Leone time, and maybe 12 p.m. British time, and then when I divide them amongst the European times them now. I just wanted to throw that in there, should in case people are joining and say, oh, the show is already live, you know, it's already almost an hour in, what's going on? I really want to for bring that in. No hospitals. Our education system is a abysmal failure. No proper electricity. People and they suffer from electricity. How many days, how many weeks now, in fact, how many months now people and they complain for electricity? No water system, no proper sewage system, and yet somebody have the bold mind to secure his retirement package. The speaker forgets the same salary commensurable, equal to that of the vice president. The vice or the deputy speaker, he forgets the salary of the chief justice, and so they went on and on and on and on and on. And you know what is funny? They say all them benefits they are so they're supposed to forget them even after they don't left parliament. Una see how these people are bloodsuckers and how we cannot trust them. I not care if na red you wear, una red you believe pano. If na green you wear, una green you believe pano. If na the rainbow you wear, na the rainbow you believe pano. You name them. If na orange you wear, in a orange you believe pano. They are all leeches and bloodsuckers. All of them, no exception. All leeches and bloodsuckers. How can you? And una wait because I never can show now inside the side where they justify it. The thing where they all say there not be no bots. The thing where they all say there not be no bots. How them people ya so sabi try chance broad day witch. Sabi try chance so and sabi try chance. Right now they can play a music. And they asked the technical team for play a music where really summarize the situation at Salone. From the police to the justice system to the very parliamentarian demo to the ministers and deputy ministers demo from the aid taken down even to we serve the people them of Sierra Leone. This is described we all. Nobody no left inside this singer so. If na fail to say na for just no more the parliamentarian and the police and the army man them and the politician them or the appointed them. No. This why so we all dey inside. Even the ordinary citizen, because we are the enablers. We are the enablers of these acts. You know? Directly and sometimes indirectly, our actions embolden them. We action them. They give them a year. They give them bing. They ask them fuck them for do some of the things them way them they do. Some of the things them way them they do. They ask them. In just the last 3 months, una know almost amputees them we bury. Una know for say are they with Melkosh Mission International. That group, you know, where that Soriat group where they come together and put their money together for help the war amputees them, the war rape, the war wounded, the maim them, the war orphans, then send them go school. If you were following me, you will see that even after yesterday, I donated money to sponsor a child for the upcoming September school year with school materials. We do not have enough to take care of the needy, but yet those who have enough to take care of themselves and be content with what they have, because their enough can be divided to others and with others. They are saying, no, it's not enough. We need more. We need more. We need to secure our retirement. We need to secure ourselves until the grave. One of these days, I'm going to read an extract from my dissertation where I warn that if care is not taken, we go find ourselves at this very junction. Little did I know that the young girl at university writing a dissertation at the time, in 2010. Little did I know that in 2022, the very thing that I warned about, 12 years later, I'll be sitting here talking about it. Little did I know. Make we listen to this music and I can open the phone lines.
Why? Oh, why? Tell me why? Oh, why? Each and every day, then they move from one party to the other. They don't care about the people, they only care about them selfish intentions. Oh, Lord. Today, then they are tomorrow, you go see them over yonder. Wicked. And when you check out the records, now then they cause the political problems. My God, them Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. Mischief. Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. Today then they are, tomorrow then they over yonder. And all them do is politic propaganda. When me sit and watch them from me veranda, misusing the youths is their only agenda. Them not red, and tomorrow them not green. Watermelon pony go see them in a green clothes, but when you check them not red. Don't trust them, don't trust them. Today them not red, and tomorrow them not green. Watermelon pony go see them in a red clothes, but when you check them not green. Booyah, booyah. Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. 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 Oh, Salone politician them. So big man them. We green cam them did it. Red step and them jumbo body. Watermelon politics. All the friend they and 2 months. Nothing up him on a mill like with the party go. Any side they be like a tail. But I mean the pardon do now offices them for on a daily at least. For they do now your work for make sure that the country go before. The pardon try, they don't do your own and they never do am still, you know. At least if it don't accept on our offices them and do the job they don't delegate to now for make this country also go before. Political prostitutes, they not get no integrity. All them look for is opportunity, so them not care about humanity. Political prostitutes, them not get no dignity. Them not care about humanity, yeah. That's why them preach animosity. But one day, fire go burn them down. Jaja fire go burn them down. Jaja fire go burn them down. I say one day, fire go burn them down. Jaja fire go burn them down. Jaja fire go burn them down. Booyah, booyah. Them are prostitutes. Them are political prostitutes. 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 You see me fumble them, I know that they pain me so much is that everybody want go into politics. All men want become politician. We get very good medical doctors them. We supposed to the hospitals them and improve the well body business na this country also. They don't left the needle and the syringe, they don't go into politics. We get very good school teachers, professors, lecturers. We supposed to the classroom and improve the education system in this country. They don't left the classroom, they don't go into politics. We get very good lawyers them. We supposed to the justice system and make sure say justice in this country also. They don't left the chambers them, they don't go into politics. Good businessman and woman them, I mean entrepreneurs them. We're supposed to improve the business sector of this country, help improve the economy. They don't left the business area, they don't go into politics. The journalists they don't for talk. Then we're supposed to educate the people them and give you the right information. Then they inside the politics, tiggy one. Although there are 1 or 2 they still stand for what they stand for. And for say respect to una, you know, because una still stand for what una stand for. Not even una. The police force you on, then just they do what they feel for do. In the name of others from above. Failing to realize that no government is static. Government they come and government they go. This is too bad for this country, you know. Some of the people don't oversee, they don't lost track. They come with $2-3 a pound sterling for can contest for parliamentarian or councillor. Where some of them for all the ages where they spend overseas, they will have families them. They say they want to change the communities. But you see, who the people like make a problem. Because we don't get young man or young woman in our community. We know better about community problems then. But when take time for election, now money will follow and vote for somebody who no reside in the community. So you come for realize that the same problem they always give in the community because the honorable who vote for no reside in the community. And one trick to make a laugh also like that. Some of them for all the years they spend overseas. Find English they don't have to speak. They don't have to speak one better English. So how you go represent people well in parliament? Now that make you go observe say most of them from when they go parliament. Now for clap no more bets. One better contribution in the anyway, I reserve my opinion. Salone Ben, to Godra, Salone Ben, no, Salone Ben. And the virus there, them Bokuna we missed. We need for order for sober antivirus. Nobody pray. But one day, fire go burn them down. Take your fire go burn them down. Take your fire go burn them down.
I want to tell the technical team, thank you. I hope say people then hear the words of waiting the musician when they say. I've been there is some squeakle and echoes, so I'm not sure if the audience then hear all the words them way the artists when they sing say, you know, some of them guys they are so they sit down oversee, they not been get better work them, then take $2-3, you know, at the end stage of their life, or where they see an opportunity, they run so they one can turn politician, then fool the people them with them $2-3, but they all not recommend them. They all not senior they recommend them. Some of them don't sit down at them country, they also for years better English stuff they not sabi. And say he said the Salone politics now watermelon politics. He say you see them go wear red, but inside them are green. You see them wear green, but inside them are red. And we saw it in the last election. We saw it in the last election. When the rally them in they take place and this and that, you go see some kind numbers them. But one thing I always say to people, do not be guided by the numbers, by the crowd that you see with Salone politics. Because if you are, you will be sorely disappointed at the end. And you all saw that. You know? He says some people then are doctors, some people then are lawyers, some people then are good mechanics then, but they're not interested in that, but instead waiting they're interested in politics. Because they all are recommend them. They are prostituting themselves from one end to the other. While they make the masses they suffer, but he said again, we the people them we get blame. Because when you see somebody don't count one cup of front way, don't make we the craze, we don't water. We don't forget but waiting important for we. The artist talk Bokuna, one of the reasons that I like this music. Whenever I see them, they reflect on the music, waiting the artist that they say and how rare it is to the Sierra Leone context. You know, earlier on in the beginning of Parliament, during, you know, the first sitting of Parliament, and I can remember just right after the election, where them people here so not afraid God, they say they may need wardrobe allowance. They need wardrobe allowance for their appear in Parliament. Some parts of the world, people get wardrobe allowance. So now remember when we all, especially me, I remember when I did that show, I was so furious. Wardrobe allowance. People that they're gonna butu pick, even the butu pick they're not able to afford. The junks clothes they're not able to afford. You at least you get money, you're able to go to Telaman. Nobody not ready for council on a parliament. Then you say you need wardrobe allowance. Now you see from the wardrobe allowance, you now see where they don't wait as the year they run down now to election because some man know for say after this is it. Nobody know they give them any more chance again. Some man know for say this is it for some people. They know that they have reached their Waterloo. Some people know say they don't reach the Waterloo, so therefore they are trying, they're doing everything they can, working together in cahoots to secure their bag. Their lifestyle has been accustomed to by what? By corruption. Taking money and converting it into other things. Una they get $1,200 every quarter for going on our constituents them. Una see where the reports come on a do. How many parliamentarians then they attend sitting again? How many parliamentarians them? The reports come on a do. How many parliamentarians them? Una elect them for go represent una, for debate on topic, for debate on issues, for bring laws them we go make una life them better. But almost span them they attend parliamentary sitting. Almost span them they present when there is a vote, when there is something to be debated. Almost span them. And yet these people want $15,000 per annum. Not of 15,000 Leon, so even though our national currency is in Leon, so no, not of 15,000 Leon, they want $15,000 per annum for medical. And in the event that the said person don't sick for 30 days, 1 month, then for fly and go overseas for medical, and all of the medical expenses should be taken on by the government. Una left, may God not thank una. Because there are people praying, there are people asking. Right now, the poll, we run a poll. The poll say Sierra Leone Parliament, are they the question, are they asking for increase in welfare allowance? Who are they working for? 13 people say they are working for the people. Right now, 88% of the pollers say they are working for themselves. One person out of the 7 pollers right now, one person said that they work for the people. 7 people say that they work for themselves. The phone lines are open, people. The phone lines are open for you to give your contribution, 3 minutes each. The phone lines are open. We get a toll-free number when at 1-866-944-7722. We get the UK, if you call from UK, when at 4420-8089-1455. If you call from Australia, when at +6129-098-4337. If you want to call using the WhatsApp number, you dial 1-343-997-5828. The phone lines are open. I want to hear it from Una. Make it not be say no more na Matilda, no more just sit on the talk. Waiting una feel, waiting una they think, where una hear this. Remember on the 6th they denied it. Flat out. They don't ever see this thing as so safe. Sorry, on the 6th it came out and it was a rumor. On the 8th they denied it flat out. But then it will interest you for see what happened on the 14th. On the 14th, all of the political heads them inside Parliament approve the bill. They say yes, na good bill. This na a bill where when you contact them on the 6th and on the 7th, they all deny, say they don't one day see this, they don't know what thing they talk about safe. Say about this na joke, but come up with that kind of amount the day, but you safe, Matilda, are you serious? In this time of economic hardship, how would you think someone would do? Come on now, this is not whatever. Sometimes, I know you take your time to dig and do your investigation, but maybe sometimes just think through what is reasonable and what is not reasonable. But for the fact that they were so silent, I knew down deep within me that this smoke has so fire the inside. Especially the fact that the name of the the how they call and the current Speaker of Parliament was going around as he is allegedly the culprit of this act. That is allegedly the culprit of this act, especially where that rumor they been they go around. I knew deep down within me that when you look at the modus operandi of certain people, when you hear certain thing, you don't know for say, this one so not to smoke no more, not to ordinary smoke. Fire get for boss come on. I knew it. And on the 14th of June, to be exact, the fire boss come out. And they could no longer hold themselves, they could no longer hold their tongues. And here is what you're waiting and say. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, people. Please, I want for make una call. Okay, we get a caller online. So before I read waiting and say, I they open the phone line. Caller, waiting are you? Oh, then say we lost the call. So at any time, if the caller come back on, I they stop the reading, take the call and then continue the reading later. I go ask the technical team make a pull for we. The reading long small, but it is important for make una hear waiting them people here we tell we say they no one day see this paper. Waiting they end up for say the 14. Remember this senior so leak common do the 6. They all deny them flat out from the speaker to the clerk to different parliamentarians then at the house. So they all deny them and say they don't know what they talk about. And then on the 8th, then pull press release for officially deny them. Then on the 14th, una watch what happen at Parliament. This one also from AYV News come out and then put this article together, so I'll give them acknowledgement for the article. It say, una listen to the title, the SLPP, APC, NGC, C4C supports welfare bill. And I go begin with this now waiting is say. Members of Parliament from the Sierra Leone's People Party SLPP, the All People's Party APC, National Grand Coalition NGC, and the Coalition for Change C4C have thrown support. Now give me 1 second, make I just pull something quick. Have thrown support to the controversial Parliamentary Welfare Bill. Parliament yesterday discussed the proposed welfare bill that is yet to be in front of the House for consideration. It can be recalled that the gazetted document has flared public debate and subsequently caused discussions among members of Parliament in the world. Making his submission on the issue, Leader of Government Business, Honorable Matthew Sanyuma, said he is very disappointed in the level of bashing from a cross-section of the general public on the proposed bill that talks about the welfare of MP. Now, Ustemuna don't see parliamentarian don't say they are disappointed at the deplorable condition under which the people are living. Now, Ustemuna don't see parliamentarian and don't talk say they are disappointed about them picking them whether they can go na Connaught where they die. Them belle woman the way they die na Connaught and Cottage. Now, Ustemuna don't see them come out na do unanimously all together and talk for say then disappointed at the way at which we get high maternal and child mortality in Salone. Now, Ustemuna don't see them talk say we disappointed at the fact that people then they pay their light bill, but yet they not they get light. Now, Ustem we don't see them they talk say we disappointed at the fact that people then they pay for Guma Valley for water, but yet they not they get water. I continue to read. Where did I live? What did he say? without consulting and cross-checking with Parliament. It say, in vex where people they not cross-check and see what in the parliamentarians they want and consult with Parliament about the proposed bill. He went on to say, it will not be a secret to present a bill to Parliament on MPs' welfare, he asserted. He goes on to say, the article goes on to say, the honorable leader submitted that the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6, subsection 76.4, provides that members of Parliament shall be entitled to such salaries, allowance, gratuity, pension, and such other benefits as may be prescribed by law. No one say you are not entitled to allowances, gratuity, and pension. However, I don't think the law says that you are the one to dictate what your salary, gratuity, and pension would be. I don't think say then at that constitution. If not the constitution when me sabi. I don't think say that. This is why I want the callers, I want the public to get in on this and let us hear what you think. I continue to read. It says, he also highlighted Standing Order 61, which talks about the bill affecting private rights. Okay? The article goes on to say, the leader of government business used the opportunity to highlight the challenges encountered by NPs in their daily lives, which they do not deserve. So now the people of Salone then deserve the sufferness within the right now. Una the MP them, we say una count for work for the people them. Una not deserve for suffer. Now the people them of Salone then continuously deserve for the wake for cry. Now then continuously deserve for the eat soak gari and water, while una they eat steak. Not so. I continue for read. It says. He goes on to say that he said if there is welfare bill for MPs, wage bill, and other bill, Parliament would deliberate on it and do the needful in the best interest of the nation. He goes on to say, the article goes on to say, Honorable Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela, leader of the NGC, said he supported the position of government business and highlighted the constitutional provision and the standing order. Okay. Understanding order. Now give me 1 second. I need to take a deep breath. I'll continue to read. Where was I? I was at Dr. Kandekola Yunkela's submission, please, if you can go there. To the technical team, I was on the line of Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela's submission. If we can please go there. Can we please go to the line where Dr. Kande Kole-Yunkela was submitting, please?
Mina Yvonne Akisoyer, Mayor of Freetown, and I'm really glad for Salone all I'll do and Boku Tenki on this my 4th anniversary in office, 11th of May 2022. I come into office with a commitment for transform Freetown. Not to work with me one able do, now work we all do together. 4 years on, I'm so grateful to God and everybody will work with me. Say we don't touch every single part of Freetown. Transform Freetown, don't make a mark. From Ward 446 through to Ward 399. From Oregu Bridge through to Levuma Beach. No sign or day where you not go see the evidence, the footprint and the work of Freetown City Council. When it comes to transform Freetown, we really focus on transforming lives. We mean say the small things themselves matter. And we not focus on one part of the city. We make sure say we touch east, central and west. And this takes me now to Wilberforce Multi-Purpose Center. And I'll call a market because we pass market. We take off from Usami predecessor left for continue the work for complete this project. We don't do a significant amount. And although we've been get some donor funding, the vast majority of the money will make you able to see this impressive structure. We hope for finish in just another few months. The vast amount of that money they come from Una Freetonians.
Within the Wilberforce community, Wilberforce village to be specific, we get this building project done there for a very long period of time. I think it's about 5 years we don't start this project, but we don't see some remarkable improvements that don't take place over the first 2-3 years, under the leadership of our worship, the Mayor Yvonne Akisoyer. And we can't today for gauge, for assess, the progress of.
Okay, viewers, so we just encountered a little bit of a technical glitch there. We are back now, and I will continue reading where we left off. So, Honorable Dr. Kande Kole-Yunkela, leader of NGC, said he supported the position of the leader government business and highlighted the constitutional provisions and the standing order relative to the welfare of MPs. He said sometimes controversies are important in the practice of democracy, and it can help the people understand the dynamics. He was being very kosher here, and I'll come to that. Acting leader of C4C, Honorable Rebecca Y. Kamara, said the conditions of service of MPs are deplorable and said that some MPs barely drive their vehicles. Now pay attention to that word, vehicles. Owing to challenges to buy fuel, she said the C4C party position is in total support of the proposed bill when it is in front of the House for discussion. Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, said he is in full support of all the earlier submissions made by the leaders of the House for the proposed welfare bill of MPs. He used the opportunity to highlight the challenges MPs are facing in their lives. He said issues of MPs should be a national conversation. Issues of MPs should be a national conversation. Should issues of the nation and of the people also be the first national and the most paramount conversations that you should have because you're there to represent them? Anyways, I go on. He said members of parliament are the most indebted. You see, when we begin to make people demigods, when you turn a normal human being and you elevate them into a status that is not worthy of their humanness, that's when they begin to speak like this. They said the people are indebted to them. Yeah. Members of parliament are the most indebted people in Sierra Leone, he asserts. The public should know that MPs are being harassed every day in their work, he informed. Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chelno Bundu, said he believes that the entire country is not against the welfare of the NP. He said it is just a tiny fraction, a tiny fraction of the general public. That, and then at the statement of the Speaker of Parliament, he said he believes, but people then they're not even busy self, they're not concerned themselves with the welfare bill. Now just small people, they no more they make noise, but the welfare bill. He go on to say, he said as a speaker, he understands the plight and suffering of MPs. He noted that Sierra Leone is not the poorest country in the world and referenced Uganda, Ghana, Kenya, and Liberia by using their national constitution and national budgets in tandem with upgrading the welfare of MPs. Are all of these countries exporters of goods and services? Are the ports of this country good? What is the annual revenues of these countries that you are saying, sir? Before we have that discussion, maybe we should also bring that to the table. He goes on to say, he told the public that anything Parliament intends to do about the welfare of MPs would follow the due process of the law, whilst noting that Parliament is transparent, open, and accountable in their doings. Mr. Speaker, sir, if Parliament is open and transparent in their doings, as you are allegedly saying, why is it that you all receive $15,000, not of $15, not of $1,500, $15,000 each for new vehicle? Is that an entitlement of a parliamentarian? Is receiving $15,000 for the purchase of new vehicle for una all, every single one of una receive $15,000, where in the budgetary allocation for the year, the fiscal year 2021-2022, where did it say? You said you people are open and transparent, sir. So therefore, I'm asking you, sir, where in the budget allocation for the country, for the nation, did it say that every single parliamentarian in 2022 will be receiving $15,000 for new vehicle? We have about how many parliamentarians right now in our parliament? If we times down the numbers of parliamentarians, them where we get in our parliament right now, times $15,000. How many $1,000 are those? How many $1,000? And when you put that into a development project, say the renovation or refurbishing of Connaught, or the refurbishing of Cottage, or say even the refurbishing of the Guma Valley, would that not come a long way, sir? But instead, all of you collected $15,000 and una zip una mod zupum. Was the $15,000 laid on the table of Parliament, sir? You said you people are transparent. You said you people are transparent. You operate in transparency, that nothing is hidden. How come all of you receive $15,000? How come the public no know? How come is it napa? And then people found authentic documents to prove the fact that yes, indeed, all of you received $15,000 for new vehicles. Wetin una come inside politics for do? Una come inside politics for benefit una self, for make una pocket them fat? Where in the Constitution is it allowed for you people to receive $15,000 in this time of economic hardship? In this time of economic deprivation? In this time where people are not even afford 1 square meal a day? In this time when in Sierra Leone, 9 family members, and they live on that tree. Last week I said it was a hut. I went back to look at the interview. On that thick and they leave. Then they're gonna bush for go pick leaf them for survive. In this time, when the leader of opposition in parliament was making boom 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 about the census, now they can then lock una mot them with $15,000 each. How transparent was the distribution for that $15,000? Where in the book was it authorized to give $15,000 to parliamentarians? Where in the Constitution, or which act permitted it? How come we not hear the ACC say anything? And we know that the giving of these $15,000 were not done under professional condition, to put it mildly. To put it mildly, were not done under professional conditions. So as transparent as una claim for Bisa, make we begin first with this $15,000, sir. This $15,000, who da give una this $15,000 una all? Each and every single parliamentarian. If na liar they lie, make them can't sit down here and deny them. If na liar they lie, make them pull press release tomorrow and say it was a lie. If na liar they lie, like where them parliamentarian and can quick for run kana VOS for can talk and debunk and cast aspersion and throw finger and pointing fingers. Make one pandem. Idea one of them amongst the 100 or whatever they are in parliament, or 80, whatever. Idea one of them to come out and say I am lying. Idea them. And they go to the caller. Caller, waiting are you name and who say you the call from?
Yeah, this is Piers Jallo. I they call from Kalamba. Okay, Mina Piers Jallo. I they call from Kalamba Wala. Na the Lokomasama Chiefdom. Local district.
Okay, Mr. Piers, welcome. What you get for with this event?
Boku, I dey feel sorry for you. Now make a cancel. Not for don't call. Now I dey feel sorry for, because they go get headache for people that really make benefit for themselves, not for the country. Now begin for you from the $15,000 way they talk about. We get 146 members of parliament, including the parliament chiefs, and we then bring in. Times that money there is about $2.something million. That money there, then put up by any development in Sierra Leone, by anything, even for start something from scratch, it will benefit all the nation then. But I'll tell you something, Matilda. This issue you see, then party are all then the camp and power for reap the people. Now, anybody who fashion for blame one party say this, they're not better. You just want to be bad. This is a group of members of parliament from the different political parties, including the ruling party, including the opposition. Now, they don't so they approve them money. Where they know they do nothing. What's in nothing? I'll give you an example. My constitution, my constituency, the member of parliament who they are, they call Abu for Ikolo. You know the same. Right now, if they bring cancer now for can't tell me I do, I'm not Sabian. Remember, this is a person will represent me. I'm not Sabian. Abu Mansari, constituency 74074 Nalokomasama. He can I they tell you, Matilda, this is what they tell you, in a life something they tell you. He can with 50 bags cement, then can hack block. From the beginning, where they want stand election. The primary school now where the Catholic then build. From where lost now today. I don't beg money way over $8,000 from people that would they can build this school so. Then give it we they can build out of a pocket for Bila. This is now school road and built since 1953. I just give them here. Now that kind of money they go drive $15,000 mutka for waiting. Now thief man by style. Them party are all vote no more I want vote for. Then all crook because by then and now for no say whose party will get interest for the country say, oh me I know mix this bill, this money too boku. Speak for the people then. When they go drive $15,000 mutka, then the people that will vote for you can live under $1 a day. Hospital no day, better roads no day. You just want to enjoy. Their member of parliament are all then camp and power. They don't get dime. It don't become like a business. We want them to quickly join politics naturally for rich people. It's too shameful. Dr. Abbas Bundu, can you imagine? I remember Dr. Abbas Bundu in the 80s. We've been to represent ECOWAS. Now that man, they take today, they don't pan nonsense for approve things them. We not necessary, we know the benefit. Nobody in this country, Matilda. Una would they out with the sorry for Una because Una wale will look like Usa Una de. Matilda, by you great grand picking self, no go ever see benefit, no go ever see Salone change. Because the plan not the for like change. The plan not the structure not the. Everybody will come now like for can with the same pattern for gentry, send them picking and abroad for can land. Who's how we they go? Who's the election this? Now by then telling people that they advocate where the whole world they run problems, petrol don't go high. Now by then tell they ask for more money. Una know they make even they use that money for subsidize to petrol. It benefit the people that they give them. Now, I'll tell you something funny, Matilda, which is very sad. Somebody they teach in Sierra Leone for 4 years. They work at the nursing department or medical for 4 years. You don't get PIN code. Member of Parliament. Hello? Oh, God. The time done.
Hello? Yeah, Matilla, the problem we'll get to Salone, it lies to Mother Bio who vote for. Because the reason why I make a put into Mother Bio, right? Nobody no go tell me, see, where them parliamentarians then give them that $15,000. Mother Bio not aware of that. Our country God not ready for help wage. And now we for help ourselves. Because for when Mother Bio come, we get a chance. This world more get a chance. Now they switch by way, them pick on way. They say we don't beat big full. Then play with Bofu. How them play with Bofu? Mother Bio change all the payment of EU ministers that we include in EU. We not talk. We say too much to them. Matilla, human picking self. The parliamentarians they not like men picking them. Then say now what did they see? Let me get count to jealous. If they can blame the parliamentarians, then we let push the aid. Madam, you the travel I want. Some people will get patient. We should do watch no more like a munko there. More behind the parliamentarians there. They don't fail we already. The man himself will vote for, will give the key for we money, for give we accountability. We don't want the questioner, we don't want the checkmate. The one way the checkmate when the auditor general, now yeah the checkmate or full suspension you do we all sit down back and talk. More left this hypocrite Salone people or two hypocrite. The parliamentarians them that not failures them. But look at the circumstances material. More all just be human for once. You're not teacher. You don't teach a student. Then go pay must say a $30,000. You then go give $2,000. How you go feel? Mother Bill, for don't question Mother Bill, since where it come, where it change the pay, the salary of the ministers. Now jealous the parliamentarians they do now men picking them. They're not fool. We step now. Now we for blame Mother Bill. We need questions and we need answers. But not in violence. Because I tell you one thing, Material. Well, Salone people them. I talk to Salone people them now. You know what in the bill government they plan at the moment? They want push the election date, and all them parliamentarians they now get voice. Money na in the cook soup. Wait, we don't let already. So all the people, everybody in Salone, make them patient. If you know one Mother Bill, go for time. But all this we talk now, you know they work. We don't let. It's when Mother Bill be sick. Look the people the way than the youth. Come on. Them, me and you two with the West. All over the board on the strike. All of these brothers respect them onto this part. But come on, the man don't fail with. He don't fail with. More left for blame the men picking them. The parliamentarians that are men picking and are jealous of how. Hey, Material, come on. Yeah, you the work fast. You the say they get high salary. I swear to God, either you go find a new job or you make a complaint. That ain't the parliamentarian they use. That is common logic. You think say they give that $15,000 be knowing of Mother Bill? No, he knows. He's just playing a ballot issue with us. But the truth will lie one day. They forget the day of judgment. God will punish them. Well, thank you.
Thank you, caller, for your submission. I hope say more people can call. We not get too much time again for towards the end of the show, and yes, we will continue the discussion next week. But just like with the caller just say, you know, I'm going by the very last statement of the Speaker of Parliament. Then they work in transparency. What transparency did where una they work on? Where an official, you know, person by the Auditor General una unlawfully suspend them and say now una the dabaru in case dabaru. What does the Constitution say about unlawful removal of an Auditor General? Waiting at the time frame una where e give una for adjudicate on the matter. How much time has elapsed and you as Parliament you are sitting there not saying anything, but yet you know want make the people them bamba una. Una want make the people them bamba una and give una milk for drink, saying that you are working in unlawful conditions. Una not know it in unlawful conditions yet. Some of una know for say after this it is over, una no go ever get political position at that country there again. So you are trying to secure your bed. Make I go to the caller. Caller, waiting at your name and also you the call from. Okay, I hear that we lost that caller. I hope the caller comes back online and calls again. You know, it disturbing. It really disturbing, and I am really disappointed at the fact that some parliamentarian then take that envelope, then take that money where they know for very well that money wasn't given under ethical circumstances. that $15,000 day. Una know very, very well that that $15,000 day wasn't given under ethical circumstance, but yet una collect that money and una set una mot them. Una no say yin zoop, nobody no say fun fun. If then documents then they not been leaked common do. For make some of we see the evidence them. And so that thing they been for go under the radar, nobody not been for no. The thing is that what is the obsession with those governments anyways with vehicles? They give una money on for go fight disease, una gap una buy big vehicles. Whether now una sedan una buy, on a Prado una buy, on a four-wheeler una buy, it was up to you all. But the bottom line is then give una money for spend on the health care of the people. Instead, what did you guys do? You went and purchased vehicles. What is your obsession with vehicles? You know they see the work at hand, you know they see that the work is not being done, or that the whatever work you think you are doing is not paying dividend. You know they bring about results where they benefit the normal person, where they benefit the ordinary man. Now for make you now see how the kuku jumuku oju kokoroji fanji ali ogbeje. Yes, now a cook creole picking the talk. They working at that country they. When they want slide the retirement benefits and put them package together, and then be fail to say the public no go notice and the public no go be aware, waiting and do. The next day, then go make press release say, oh, there has been a 45% increment to teachers' salary. And you wanted us to clap for you all. You wanted us to bamba una for waiting. That 45% increase, how much difference is it going to make to the current salary of teachers at the moment? Is it of a significant difference? Una begin answer. Make I go to the caller. Caller, waiting at your name and also the call phone.
Hello.
Hello, caller. Waiting at your name and also the call phone, please.
Okay, Matilda, this is Pierce again. I think I'm at the end of the last call. I recall from Kalangba and Alokomasama Chiefdom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's just end up me on another thing again this time. I they tell you, somebody they teach Naya for 4 years, 5 years, they say no get PIN code. Somebody they work na the Ministry of Health, they say no get PIN code. You become a member of Parliament, the first 1 month, second month, you don't begin receive salary. You know, you see the game, Matilda? Teacher will teach you before you become a member of Parliament. They take 4 years before you get PIN code. You wouldn't teach you go to Parliament. 1 month, you don't begin get paid. Now then, they advocate for letting raise your pay. If you say they represent the people, then. So the question is, they don't deserve no pay. They just deserve for sit on day and do whatever. The caller always say he blame Mother Bio. Let's tell us something about Parliament first. Parliament get the right for vote and non-confidence against the president for pull-up. So if that Parliament today vote for get money for themselves, if you say Mother Bio get saying they, me the problem I get is why the opposition join if this thing is genuine. Why the opposition join for support this bill? Now for no say opposition then a Salone, therefore oppose this bill. When me Matilda based on say Matilda say make them raise pay. I say no Matilda because we not get money, make them not raise pay. People can go see me say they do well. But if I support Matilda, say yeah, make them raise pay. Now from interest. So you see when the opposition fail, and when the opposition fail, the government fail. The neighbor do nothing. So now me own contribution this will be the last caller maybe, but then people there they represent themselves, they not represent we. So now the word that Matilda. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So basically, the caller just asked the poll question: who are they working for? The caller is saying that they are working for themselves. You know, when I look at this proposed bill, when I look at some of the thing them where you know them people they ask for, you can't help but say to yourself, Definitely na different country than they live. Definitely na a completely different world than they. Definitely they are not in touch with the realities of what's happening in Sierra Leone. Definitely they are not in touch with, you know, the deprivation, the dehumanization of people them na Salone. They are definitely not in touch. It become clear to you, say yes indeed. Then people here, most of them know they attend parliament. It become clear to you, say yes indeed, most of them people they are, so from where they elect them, and not think say they don't go na them constituency reach 510. It become clear to you, say them people here, their sole aim and objective for coming into politics now forget exposure, forget opportunity for travel, forget opportunity for be recognized, forget opportunity for make people then they omojuba to them. It become very, very clear. It very, very disheartening. It very, very you know, it's very rare that I am lost for words. It's very, very rare that I am lost for words. But this is a situation where I am really, really lost for words. As in 80% or more than 80% of those present parliament as you see it, they are not going to be re-elected. And they know it. They know say they have done their people dirty. They know say they have done their people dirty. They have wronged their people. They have not worked in the best interest of their people. They know for say they no serve the people there. They know that. And they know for say this time and age where we dey so, this frequency at which we they operate, they know for say it is over for them. They know for say it is going to be over for them. Like Binkakuru, nothing or they bring them come back. Like Binkakuru, nothing or they bring them come back. Like I see them don't go Sidon so na the abyss of exile, na they then get for Sidon to go. That they have been tested, tried and tested, and they have been proven of not being having substance. Some of them we don't sit down there for the past and get re-elected. They know for say they are not going to be re-elected again this time around. Because guess what? Sierra Leone been still then a sort of a dark age in terms of technology when some people were operating. But right now, news is fast spreading. The youth, in as much as then they try for bring them down with the jamba smoking, with the kush, with the tramadol, with the this, with the that, they know that there is an awakening. There is a rising happening. They know it. Deep, deep down inside them gut, inside them belly, then they feel them, they know them. And that make them want for secure. They want for secure the retirement package. They want for secure the life insurance policy over we aid. They want use the people then for secure life insurance policy. A man who has worked for ECOWAS, don't lead ECOWAS, don't do all kind politics, Minister of Foreign Affairs at one point, this, that. Get several houses then at Salone. Don't get international salaries then. Now still sit down right now at age Dongolo. Still, it's not enough. Even as the yonder is calling, me not to God, or I don't know them God mark for anybody. But by reason of age, as the yonder is calling, because the old should die before the young should not die before the old. The Bible when me Sabina so you say. So by reason of that very logic, the one from no say as yonder calling yonder, yonder calling yonder, the yonder calling yonder, and still secure for them picking them. You know, I would have said, I thought I knew people of integrity within Parliament. I really thought I knew people of integrity. And maybe now that make I am so lost for... maybe now that make I'm so lost for words this evening. Maybe that make I'm so lost for words this evening, because people that I thought I knew with integrity, that I know, like when you say, I know they ever swear for person. That's one thing I'll never do. I know they ever swear for people. I know they ever swear for mortal man, because I don't know you. The only person I can charm cola for na Matilda. I'm not a charm cola for nobody. But to some extent, I will feel that, or I feel that I know the frequency with which some people in the parliament they operate, and so therefore I would say maybe with confidence that, oh, when it comes to so and so, I do not see so and so person aligning themselves with that. But I am very disappointed. I think that disappointment, the way it hits me right now, I ain't make a the loss for words. $15,000 each. Una hear any of them cough? Una hear any of them cough? The police is there doing whatever they feel like doing, and next week, by God in power, long life and well body, we go get for can talk about the police issue as well. The targeting of a single individual. Why that particular individual? Are there no other people within Sierra Leone? Have people not said worse and done worse within Sierra Leone? Why have they not been punished? If na punishment una one levy on the populace, why una not punish them? Why has there not been an equal treatment in the rendering or dispensation of justice? Why every time that one person they no more be consistently and persistently targeted? But because that issue they also need its own time to deliberate on. A special topic I just want to introduce and today, make una know for say it can. I want to take a commercial break. Now that make a collect for me one green or there, so because after I don't talk for a while, me throat I need for sugar. So I'll take a commercial break. We go come back and then I go close.
So far for make sure say the community then get access to this facility and make sure say they make the best use out of it. Come like a member say Wilberforce village na beside way before now be a very small community with less population, but if you can't get the population don't grow for by more than 10-fold, so needed for improve on infrastructure. I mean, if you see the market, the old market, you see its size and its space, you really know say they don't be catered for the kind of way where the population don't boom right now. So there's every need for make sure so we do this kind of fantastic projects for make sure so we serve the needs of the people.
This market, this very market, it go open up Wilberforce. It go make Wilberforce open up beyond, in fact, Freetown no more. The ground floor, now in the house, the wet goods. The middle floor, now in get the shops, where everybody entitled for secure one shop, provided you meet the criteria where council they set. Then the top floor where go be the third floor, now then at the community center, as we the constrain with the strain for community center. Like water facility where we dey go as train, light facility, toilet facility, we not been get am before. But now, so the structure where we don't see that this new market, everything available.
This is a clear evidence for say if you pay your tax, they expect service delivery. Right, look at this facility. I mean, this is the second time and I'm quite impressed. As I move around, I go up, I see the mall, then you see the community center. That's a fantastic project. Right, this is definitely give this community a very serious facelift. Right, so if you see them can't here, they don't have to pay tax, they don't know what they're supposed to do. But I'm really impressed, and I'm sure the community and the rest of Britonians will be impressed with this type of projects here.
I want left and so na yaso for today, but we not done it because we still get for come back and talk about this. We still get for come back and talk about this. You know, the wages compensation bill, the wages, you know, wages compensation where all man then for look at the salary of all man and make sure say all man be paid according to inflation, according to current standard, according to whatever. Almost month, or make I forget month, almost year now we don't sit down at Parliament. When I see them don't table them. The 30% women quota, voters' rights, diaspora and voting rights, and whatever. Almost month now we don't sit down at Parliament. If I am not mistaken, I think it's going on 1 year now. You don't sit down at Parliament. Has that bill been tabled? The electricity. People when they get electricity less than 24 hours, they know they get electricity for 24 hours consistently, but yet then they pay EDSA top up. Guma Valley, the water, people when they pay for water rate for supply of water, but yet guess what? Half of the water bowser supplies them. They're not they give people them, even though then they pay Guma Valley, and then on top pay for water bowser for can supply them. They're not they give them the full supply. Then they left some na the tank, a good number of tank. Say that for the big man them, for people in where they in higher office. Now for the honorables them. Now for the ministers them. So you see, these people are not in touch with reality because their life a year. Everything where they want, they get them at their disposal. That is why they have the audacity for put in for all them build them good sober build them, and I can name so many of them. We don't go to Parliament. We just to table it. First tabling, because they're supposed for table and treat them. The first tabling, they present the bill. Second, then debate. Third, then decide whether then they vote them in or they not accept them. That's how it works. All them good, so that build them way for help develop the country. We don't go to Parliament. Who's one pan they una don't see they don't table in Parliament within less than a week. Less than a week, quick one. But because it gets for do it then, see how efficient, excuse me, see how efficient, make I drink water. See how efficient, see how quick they've been to act, because they get for do it then retirement package them, because they know for say 80 or 85% or more of them not they return back. So then they try for secure the retirement package them. Inside Salone, they then the table bill where people and they suffer, people and they die, woman and they die in a cottage, left, right, and center, picking and they die, people and they go under operation, light they cut bugudu na the operation table, then they left because of shortage of electricity. Now inside that very Salone day. We road them, so now rain they cancel. Una see the flooding. deforestation. We know they keep we ecosystem them. We mangroves them are completely destroyed. So many things that needs to be right. That are wrong that needs to be right in that country. At least una they get salary. At least a bad tay, una still they get una salary them. Una still they get una $1,200 allowance per quarter. Una still they get allowance for fuel. Una still they get certain benefits then. What about, did you sit for 1 minute and think about the poor Sierra Leonean who cannot afford 1 square meal a day? Before you sit down, una talk for say, the Speaker of the House should have the same salary as the Vice President, and all of the benefits entitled to the Vice President should be the same as the Speaker. The salary of the Deputy Speaker should be the same as the Chief Justice, and all of the indemnities allotted, benefits and everything, all the suites of office given to the Chief Justice should be given to the Deputy Minister. And the Clerk of Parliament should have the same salary as the Solicitor General. You know what's in the Solicitor General in work? You want put them at the same par and same level as the Clerk of Parliament, and therefore he too should have the same benefits and all of the suites of office during office and after office as that of the Solicitor General. Medical allowance of $15,000 per annum, including wives and 3 kids. Una don't cushion now. Now una go make some of una picking them, then kill them over the santem. Broad daylight. Now some of them tia so una go put albalawo pa una picking them, and una picking them aid them, and una generation then aid them. Medical allowance of $15,000 per annum, including wife and 3 kids. Vehicle allowance of $25,000 per annum. Ebo, $25,000 per annum for vehicle allowance per term. Per term. Recess allowance of 1 month salary. So when una go holiday, where Parliament no dey sit down. When at that time they una for taken, for the go na una people there, they talk to una people then go dig garden, go do things then with una people there. Una say una then for pay una recess allowance for sit down house. It's with you now. Una say MP should fly on business class for international travels. MPs should fly, and these are poll questions that I'm going to make sure we do next week. All the things what they list so now they ask for. Now this una bill, welfare bill. So they can pull them. If MP should get $25,000 per term as vehicle allowance. If they should have $15,000 per annum, including for their wife and 3 kids, if they should be given recess allowance, if they should be given $25,000 per each sitting, I'm not afraid God, should be entitled to security personnel and offices. Percentage of increase in salary of MPs shall reflect the pensions of former MPs with immediate effect. Now, I just read that last one. Percentage increase in salary of MPs shall reflect to pension of former MPs with immediate effect. So waiting the current MP then they get right now. The one then where the people then say una no work fine for we, una go sit down, good do. Then say forget the same salary as the one then where they inside the house right now. That is why I say 85 or more of these people sitting in parliament, come election, they will get their tatas. Tata is waiting for them. Good do. Listen, me people, we don't reach the top of the hour for today on side. We don't done today on side. Next week, by the grace of the Almighty, we go continue. The 24th of June is not far away. You might think it's yonder, but no, it is nearer, my Lord, to thee, nearer it's coming, nearer it's coming, nearer. With that, I tell you, Natata, may God bless you all, and may God bless the land. The land. May God bless the land. Right now, I don't know about the people. That's including myself because I'm a Sierra Leonean. But may the land not be cursed. May it be blessed. Ona bye-bye.